Hello and welcome to my science tutorials. In today's video, we want to look at linear equations and how to solve problems on linear equation. Alright, so let's start by looking at an example. We are to solve the equation given below. Solve the equation. Five into bracket x minus 3 is equal to 2 into bracket x plus 6. So this is the equation that we've been given, and we are to solve for the equation and find the value of x. Now we can see that for a linear equation we have the right hand side and then the left hand side, and there's an equal to sign in between them. What this means is that whatever we get on the right hand side is supposed to be the same as the left hand side, so they are all the same. So if we find x and we substitute the value of x, we should get the same answer on both sides of the equation. Now for us to tackle this problem, the first thing we need to do is to expand the bracket. So we use the 5 to multiply the content in the bracket over here. So 5 multiplied by x will give us 5x. 5 multiplied by negative 3 will give us negative 15. This is equal to 2 multiplied by x will give us 2x. 2 multiplied by positive 6 will give us positive 12. Now from here, we can see that there is a variable attached to this number and then the same variable attached to another number over here. So we can group like terms. By like terms, it means we bring the numbers with the variable to one side of the equation and just numbers to the other side of the equation. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll be moving this 2x to the left hand side of the equation. So I have 5x over here. If I bring the 2x across the equal to sign, it becomes negative. So minus 2x is equal to, the 12 will be maintained here, and I bring the negative 15 over here to the right hand side of the equation. So if I bring the negative to the other side of the equation, it becomes positive 15. Now 5x minus 2x will give me 3x. This is equal to 12 plus 15 will give me 27. Now if I divide both sides by 3, I will get the value of my x to now be 27 divided by 3 will give me the value of 9. Now once you are done and you find the value of the variable that you've been given to find, always make sure you cross check to see if the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So the left hand side over here, the equation that we have is 5 into bracket x minus 3, and then on the right hand side we have the equation 2 into bracket x plus 6. Now we found out that our x is 9, so let's do the substitution and see if it's going to be the same. So 5 into bracket 9 minus 3, this is 5 into bracket 9 minus 3 will give us 6. 5 multiplied by 6 will give us 30. Right, so let's look at our right hand side. We have 2x plus 6, so 2 multiplied by x, which is 9, plus 6. This is equal to 2 multiplied by 9 plus 6 will give us 15, and 2 multiplied by 15 will give us 30. So we can see that the right hand side is indeed equal to the left hand side, and this verifies that our answer is correct. Now assuming you do the substitution and you get, let's say over here 32 and then here to be 30, then it means the value of your answer or your x is wrong, so you need to redo the calculation to find your answer. Right, so let's look at another example. So we have to solve the equation 1 over 2 into bracket x plus 6 equal to x plus 1 over 3 into brackets 2x minus 5. Okay, now when we have an equation like this, we realize that we have a fraction in the equation, so we need to get rid of the fraction. We do that by multiplying each term by the LCM or the common factor for 2 and 3. So if we do that, we realize that we have, this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term. We have 3 different terms, so we use the LCM to multiply through each of the terms. So the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. So we use 6 to multiply 1 over 2 into bracket x plus 6. Since all of this is one term, is equal to 6 multiplied by x will give us 6x plus 6 multiplied by 1 over 3 into bracket 2x minus 5. Now we can simplify and then expand the bracket. So 6 multiplied by half will give us 3, and then into bracket x plus 6 is equal to, we have 6x here plus 6 multiplied by 1 over 3, that will give us 2, then into bracket 2x minus 5. From here, we can now expand the bracket and find the value of x. So 3 multiplied by x will give me 3x, plus 3 multiplied by 6 will give me 18. This is equal to 6x plus 2 multiplied by 2x will give me 4x. 2 multiplied by negative 5 will give me negative 10. Right, so from here, I need to group items. It means I need to bring all the numbers with variables to the one side of the equation and then just numbers to the other side of the equation. Right, for the sake of this tutorial, I'll maintain the 18 over here and bring the negative 10 to the left hand side of the equation. So it becomes plus 10 is equal to, I still have these guys here, 6s plus 4x. Then I send the positive 3 over here to the right hand side. It becomes negative 3x. So 18 plus 10, this will give me 28, is equal to 6 plus 4, that will give me 10, minus 3, it will give me 7x. So from here, I now divide 2 by the coefficient of the x term so that the x will stand alone. So I divide both sides by 7, and then x will give me 28 divided by 7 will give me the value 4. Now that I found my answer, I need to cross check to see if it is correct. So I need to check my left hand side and see my right hand side and see whether they are the same. So the original equation is half multiplied by x plus 6, that is for the left hand side, and then the right hand side is x plus 1/3 of 2x minus 5. Alright, so let's do that. So we have half 4 plus 6, this is half multiplied by 10, and this will give us 5. Right, on the right hand side we have x, which is now 4, so we have 4 plus 1 over 3, 2 multiplied by 4 here, minus 5. So we have 4 plus 1 over 3, 2 multiplied by 4 will give us 8, minus 5, that will be 3. Now 1/3 of 3 is 1, so we have 4 plus 1/3 of 3 is 1. So this will give us the final answer of 5. So we have 5 on the left hand side, 5 on the right hand side. So this means our answer, which is x is equal to 4, is correct. Now mind you, your answer is x is equal to 4 and not the 5 you've done over here. This 5 and 5 is just to verify. It's just a verification that your answer, which is 4, is actually correct. So never confuse that and write after verification. Don't write the answer you got for the verification as your answer. Just use the value that you used to do the substitution. Alright, so let's look at some examples to try our hands on. So we have to solve the following equation. Solve the following equation. So we have I, 5 outside bracket 2d plus 8 is equal to 2 into bracket 3d plus 24. I, half k plus 1 over 4k is equal to 36. I. We have n plus 1 over 3, n plus 1, this is 1, plus 1 over 4, n plus 2 is equal to 5 on 6, and then IV, 1 over 2 L minus 5 plus L is equal to 11. All right, so you can pause the video, go ahead and try your hands on these following equations, get your answers, and then we compare at the end of this video. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the solution for these problems. So let's write down our solution. So we have 5 outside bracket 2d plus 8 is equal to 2 outside bracket 3d plus 24. All right, so the first thing we need to do is to expand the brackets. So we use 5 to multiply the content of this bracket on the left hand side. So 5 multiplied by 2d will give me 10d, plus 5 multiplied by 8 will give me the value 40. Is equal to 2 multiplied by 3d will give me 6d, plus 2 multiplied by 24 will give me 48. So from here I can group item. So I maintain the 10d over here, I bring the 6d to the other side, so it becomes negative 6d is equal to, I maintain the 48 here, then I send the positive 40 to the right hand side, it becomes negative 40. Now 10d minus 6d will give me 4d is equal to 48 minus 40 will give me 8. Now because I want the value for the variable d, I divide both sides by 4, which is the coefficient of the d term here, to cancel this guy out. So my final answer for d is 8 over 4, and that will give me the number 2. So the value of d in the first example is 2. Now you can cross check to verify if the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. You still get the same answer for them. So let's proceed. So we have 1 over 2k plus 1 over 4k is equal to 36. All right, so over here the first thing we need to do is to get rid of the fractions. We do that by multiplying through by the LCM. So the LCM for 2 and 4 is 4, so we use 4 to multiply half k plus 4 multiplied by 1/4 of k is equal to 36 multiplied by 4. Now 4 multiplied by half will give me 2, so it becomes 2k, plus 4 will cancel this 4 out, so we only have k here, is equal to 36 multiplied by 4 will give me 144. So 2k plus k will give me 3k is equal to 144. I divide both sides by 3, and then my value for k becomes 144 divided by 3 will give me the value of 48 as my answer for k. Alright, so let's proceed to look at the third example. We have n plus 1 over 3, n plus 1 plus 1 over 4, n plus 2 is equal to 5 on 6. Alright, so the first thing we need to do, as usual again, we find the LCM. Since we have fraction 1 over 3, 1 over 4, and 5 over 6, we multiply through by the least common multiple, the LCM. The LCM for 3, 4, and 6 is 12. So we use 12 to multiply each individual term over here. So it becomes 12 multiplied by n, that will give me 12n, plus 12 multiplied by 1 over 3 into bracket n plus 1, plus 12 multiplied by 1 over 4 n plus 2 is equal to 12 multiplied by 5 on 6. So I still have my 12n here, plus 3 will go into 12 4 times, so it becomes 4 into bracket n plus 1. 4 will go into 12 3 times, so it becomes plus 3 into bracket n plus 2 is equal to 6 will go into 12 2 times, so 2 times 5 will give me 10 over here. Alright, so from here I can now expand the bracket, group like terms, and then simplify my expression. So I have 12n plus 4 multiplied by n will give me 4n, 4 multiplied by 1 will give me 4, plus 3 multiplied by n, 3n, 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. This is equal to 10. So I have 12n, 4n, and then 3n over here. So 12n plus 4n will give me 16n, plus 3n will give me a total of 19n. So this becomes 19n is equal to 10. Now I can send the 4 and then the 6 over here to the other side of the equal to sign. So it becomes minus 4 minus 6. So I have 19n is equal to 10 minus 4 is 6, minus 6 becomes 0. So I divide both sides by 19, and then my final answer n will be equal to 0, because 0 on any number is equal to 0. So the value of n in this example is 0. Alright, let's look at our last example, IV. So we have 1 over 2 multiplied by L minus 5 plus L is equal to 11. Alright, so we multiply through by the LCM, which is 2 in this case. So it will be 2 multiplied by 1 over 2 into bracket L minus 5 plus 2 multiplied by L, that will give us 2L, is equal to 11 multiplied by 2. So this cancels this out. So we have L minus 5 plus 2L is equal to 22. Now, L plus 2L will give me 3L is equal to 22. Then I send the negative 5 here to the right hand side. It becomes positive 5. So I have 3L is equal to 22 plus 5 will give me 27. I divide both sides by 3, and then I get my value for L to be 27 divided by 3 will give me a value of 9 as my answer. So this is how you solve linear equations. Always make sure that after getting your answer, you substitute it back into the left hand side and then the right hand side to see if you get the same value for the left hand side and then the right hand side to confirm your answer is correct. Now in the next video, we'll be looking at applications of linear equation, where we'll be looking at word problems involving linear equations and how to solve them. So I'll see you in that video shortly. Bye bye.